All right. Happy Wednesday, happy Veterans Day, man. To all our veterans, man. Some are still living, and some have moved on. Man. I treat this day like I do 4th of July, Labor Day, Memorial Day. It's not all about the cooking and barbecues, man. It's about the folks who've given their life, their time, their service to try to make a change, make a difference, to be in other countries, to create freedom, what we're supposed to have over here, and it seems like we're in a third world country ourselves, up under some dictatorship stuff. I saw earlier today where the outgoing president was at Arlington Cemetery putting up a wreath. I don't know why he was there. I wouldn't want to be there if I was him. Incoming president setting a wreath, paying homage to death, whether it's his son or some other families have fallen. Man, I know his background. But this sitting so-called president, I don't know why he was there. Yeah, I mean, his face, you can look at it, he's all mad, looking all upset and whatever. For anybody to say to fallen soldiers, men or women, that they are suckers and losers. And this is, I mean, come on, folks. This is written out. Why would you want to be around on a day like this? Just this day, man, like you got to relapse a C-19 and not come around for, man, that's a disrespect. That's disrespectful. But we have 70-some million people vote for this man. He's a good man. He's this, he's that. And then here we are, 240-some thousand Americans dead of C-19. All nations that's involved in this. You folks are dead. All demographic backgrounds. Young and old. First, they couldn't hit the children. They send the kids back to school. Let's open up the economy. We ought to be doing this. We're in the middle of a pandemic. And then clowns. Some clowns jumped onto this, but didn't realize the Woodward tapes that his voice was on there. Man, I downplayed. I didn't want him, make it, bringing no big alarm to nothing. What kind of leader is that, folks? But he's a good man. He know what he do. Come on, folks. Share this video, Facebook or even on YouTube. It'll be on there. Some people don't have Facebook. You can share it on YouTube. And that's going to help some of these folks, these Trump supporters out here. It's going to help some of these folks that this bent on Republicans who hate the Democrats because of three things. And I know that the Democrats are pushing an agenda, but everybody's not pushing an agenda. This homosexuality, this lesbianism, this legalized murder with our children, this transgender garbage. The problem is you have to separate church and state, folks, and start looking at the character of the man. Because there's something written in the Constitution, that don't mean you have to do it. He trumps all of that. This is informational, so help somebody. Pass this video along. Because I know y'all got some people on the timeline that always arguing and confessing, well, Trump didn't bring it up here. Obama did, and Obama dad. But he knew about this virus, and he downplayed it. And then he came out in front of everybody talking about it's a hoax. It's going to disappear. It's going to go away. Now, even after the election, we won't be talking about it no more. We still talking about it because people are still dying. Then you have some clowns on here talking about, man, it's not COVID, it's killing these people. But they got some other conditions. But when they going, why come they ain't going in hospital on their own? Something happened for them to go in. A temperature, a sore throat, some congestion, some bowel problems, COVID-19 stuff. Then they get in there and they don't come out of there 5 days, 7 days. From last Sunday to now, 13 people I know are dead from COVID. And most of them are due to congregating together, birthday parties. Thanksgiving coming up. Look, folks, like I told my daughter, she's 13. She got a birthday coming up on Friday. I said, look here, we ain't gonna have no parties. Now you can have your last party. You won't have no more after this. Say if you contract the virus and you give it to your mama have underlying conditions. All over a birthday party? Is it worth it? Why not wait till this C-19 pandemic is passed and then in the future have more birthday parties. But you have one now in the middle of a pandemic, you won't have no more. Somebody ain't gonna have no more birthday. They're gonna be dead. See, I don't play with my kids. I see a lot of folks. See, y'all, some of you all used to playing with folks, or used to people playing with y'all, telling y'all fables, like this clown in the White House. Y'all used to listen to fables and stuff. I don't do my children. I keep it real with them. You can have a birthday party, and that out masks. So what? First of all, you can have masks and stuff. What do we need this gathering for anyway? Yeah, it's for our social living, but this is what, some people are tired of having the mask on, and we done went through this since April, but this is what happened when you vote for a clown. 240-some thousand people are dead, and they voted for a clown. They didn't know they was going to die, but they voted for a clown. And what are the other line of conditions they voted for? Was it hate, racism? Was it race involved? Come on, folks. Who vote for somebody like that? Man, I knew his character. I'm finna vote for him. And it ain't because he white. It's because of his character. A slumlord. First of all, do your research on people. Our military folks, suckers and losers. You knew about this COVID-19. I'm downplaying it. First of all, disrespecting women, talking about grabbing them by their vaginas and stuff. Who does that? And talks about it like that? And you're a United States president. Cheating on your taxes, holding stuff back. Everybody else had to release your taxes. And then everybody around you in some kind of scandal. And then these 70 million people, I'm going to vote for him. Yeah, he's a good. Thought this Jim Jones era was over with. So those 70 million, if he come out and gave you a glass of this orange Kool-Aid with some poison, you'll be drinking it. You can't, I ain't going to do that. No, you ain't smart enough. You're going to drink it anyway. You're not smart enough. I said it. Only fools follow a clown. About no doggone Republican Democratic position. It's about the character of somebody. Disrespecting people on the doggone, on the campaign trail. Talking about women. Disrespecting one another. John McCain, a veteran. U.S. Senator, come on, man. Gonna disrespect the man. But we're dummies. We come up here, we gonna vote for him. Come on, man. So some of you all in this time frame, in these 2 months that's left, before a new administration gonna come, some of you gonna be dead who voted for him. Because see, what's happening is you don't know what's going on. Some of you all need to look up and see what's happening in El Paso, Texas. El Paso, Texas got a situation going on down there. They're bringing in morgue trucks. Yeah, refrigerated trucks to put dead bodies in. They don't have room. But it's a hoax. It's not real. It's population control. But folks are dying. We're not ready. I keep telling you folks, the GFI switch has been hit. The main switch has not been hit. And I'm going to put this on me. See, I'm not afraid to die. I don't mind that. I have my death insurance paid up. Not life insurance, death insurance. I'm talking about the hereafter. When you wake up and you got to figure out where you're going. Either you're going to heaven or you're going to hell. That's where I'm at. I don't know where you are. I'm not in this fictitious world. Some of you not ready to die. Some of you see a hearse move up and you're scared. Some of you see a casket laid out there and you're scared. Pray tell you see a casket with a body in it. Oh, you scared, you're running from it. We ain't ready for death, but we doing death stuff. We're in these hair salons, these nail salons, these beauty shops, barber shops, restaurants. Come on, folks. Downtown here in Nashville, we in these bars and stuff. We have to have birthday parties and things in the middle of a pandemic. Well, and then all of a sudden, when folks are dying or in the hospital sick, this C-19 is real. Who told you it was fake from the beginning? Oh, that clown in the White House. But you still out here, we want to still look pretty for what? In the middle of a pandemic. Who we looking pretty for? Huh? Who we looking pretty for? In the middle of a pandemic, folks. Come on. What we doing? We're not ready to die yet. Some of us are scared. We're not in a position to die yet because we're too busy playing. Some of us playing with the demon out here. We want to have fun. I got some family members out here. I want to have them get here in the middle of a pandemic, having fun. In the middle of a pandemic with death, and you ain't ready to die. Oh no, man, I ain't ready to get myself together. What you doing out here in the pandemic then? Folks, something wrong with our minds where you think we got to go to birthday parties and Thanksgiving dinners and so-called Christmas dinners just to eat some food. Food don't excite me. A lot of us are weak. Some of our women, yeah, you've been locked down for a long time. It's the curse. You need to go back to Genesis and find out what the curse is. To desire man. When the monthly cycle is done, I'm gonna give me a booty call out here. We're scared to commit. But this virus has shut everybody down. Now we want to get out here, we want to play around, go get a little something, and come on back in the middle of a pandemic. See, I'm the man to talk about this stuff because I'm seeing it. I'm seeing this death, and you're not ready for this death. Like I said, I don't have no problem with dying. My death will be an honorable death. I don't have no problem waking up over my eyes after that. I have to wait. I don't have no problem for that. But some of you all have a problem with that. You ain't ready to go. You ain't ready to put your husband or your wife away. Your mama, your daddy, your brothers and sisters. You ain't ready to put them away. You ain't ready to face that music. But if you're not, why we out here playing around out here? We out here working on these jobs. Just found out the other day, some of these construction jobs right here in Tennessee, high COVID cases. Congress has not done their job. So some of you clowns out here voting Republican out here, now they can't help nobody. You got one clown holding back a whole nation. The state of Kentucky got to be the richest place on the planet, especially in the nation. They don't have no COVID issues. They don't have no poverty issues up there. They got plenty of money up there. And if they do, I wonder why. Why would you put somebody in there holding up help for the families? Folks are getting put out. Folks are dying of COVID, putting themselves at risk trying to work. People in food lines. It don't make no difference what color you are, your background. It's happening. I've seen people crying. We're getting transported to our workplace, our occupation place, and folks are crying. They want to be, man, they didn't know what this COVID was going to do, and they quit their job. You talking about jumping ship? They jumped ship because they were scared of this death that was out here. And it's rightly so to be afraid of this death. We got classified as essential workers because I wasn't afraid to die. But if I can help it, keep myself out of the situation, I'm going to bring them back to my girls. So they won't take it back to their mom with underlying conditioning. See, it just don't affect me, it affects everybody else. And we gotta put a mask on and taking out our privilege, man, our freedom. What freedom? You ain't don't have no freedom, dead fool. That's the stupidity part of this thing. And failed leadership. But we voted, we keep on voting for this garbage. And some of the folks that have voted for it, I wonder how many voted for this clown out of 240-some thousand Americans, and they're dead. Couldn't even get the vote this time and won't be able to vote no more. And these last 2 months, how many more people gonna die? I'm looking right here in Nashville. Hospitals getting full. Some of this stuff ain't get reported. But right down in El Paso, they bringing in these morgue trucks, folks. If every city was getting like that, man, we projected 500,000 people dead. Why do people have to die? And I think about this. The most, in my lifetime, casualty that I know that anybody was dying at that rate was Vietnam. We have surpassed Vietnam over a virus we can't see, a pathogen, microscopic. And we don't realize it until it's too late. Oh, it is real. Man, I can't believe it. It's real. Folks, it's something great to come out. He said, we're not even ready. Coming out of Denmark, more news. Another strain of C-19. Don't know what it does. Don't know how it's acting. Is it in the United States already? See, we ain't got nothing shut down. Everything's open. So we don't know how far this strain done got in here. And we have people tell, yeah, put your kids back in school and let's go. Who does that in the middle of a pandemic? And we got some folks out here thinking, oh, it's not real. This is what happens when you have poor leadership and folks gonna die. We got now until the new president get in and start handing down some mandates where we can be saved and have some life out here. Because it's sad, man, out of those people, man, they won't have no more birthday parties, no get-togethers for Thanksgiving or any holiday or whatnot. And then you have this clown, well, he's gonna shut down the country, you're not gonna be able to get there. Who would want to get together in the man of a pandemic? Most of these cases, when folks come over with C-19, they've been in some crowded places. Birthday parties, anniversary parties, church houses, bars, clubs. How did you get it? I think I might have got it. Come on, folks. Share this video. This is information. There's something else greater. I have to get definite information before I release anything. But I do know about the Denmark. I do know about the El Paso stuff. And that's just now. See, everything is on a time frame. When stuff is released, how long has this been out there? If 2 days, 3 days, a week, what? Information is important, folks. And we're still running around out here like there's no pandemic. But folks are still dying. Like I told my daughter, you ain't gonna have no birthday. You can have your birthday party, but I won't be around. Folks, this is real out here. I can't run their mama's house, but you can have your last birthday party and won't have no more in the middle of a pandemic. And what you can do, and see, this is hard because she's 13. A lot of kids are tired of being locked out. They haven't seen their friends. This is for real. From April until now, I know it's hard. Yes, it is hard. It's rough as hell. But this is what happens when you don't have leadership in position to shut things down, to give the right PPE to everybody, and the right testing so you can be able to do what you need to, and enough funds for you can be at home and still keep your bills and stuff going. Congress can do that, but you have folks in there not in position, and we're voting these folks in, or not voting for. We're sitting back waiting, some of us. And some of us just as blind as hell, putting a clown back in the White House, putting a clown back in Congress. Trying to anyway. And then the American people as a whole catches pure D hell. And folks are still dying. This one, we're going to get rid of this death. We don't wait on the vaccine. Folks, the answer is not in the vaccine. The answer is separate yourself and cover your nose and mouth up. Some of you folks out here wearing a mask and your nose. Where does this part go to? Come on, folks. Do we have to do this? As an adult, I can see children do this. Do we have to say anything about it? I see some posts out here. You have a mask on to cover your mouth. Where is this nostril cavity going to? Where's those passages going to? Oh, it's going to the same thing where my mouth is going, to my lungs. We cannot be in this country, be that uneducated. I tell you like this, the stupid and the foolish will always die first. And that's what's going to happen these next 2 months. I'm just trying to warn some folks. The stupid and the foolish will always die first. The folks is on this red pill, analyzing what's going on, seeing what's happening, especially if you're running on him. You move when he move, and you stand still when he stands still. You just don't get out of here. We got to push through this. We got to will ourselves through this. Yeah, but you're not ready to die, though. You're willing yourself to try to have a good time, to show your butt, to show your pretty hairstyle, show some funky rags on. Come on, folks. Come on. What are we doing? The next thing you know, you done contracted the virus. Now we got to put you in the ground. Or either has to be some cremation done. Why? Because we didn't take science for real. We psychologically have some issues up here. We got to be seen. We got to be around people. Yes, humans are supposed to be around. Folks, this is the middle of a pandemic. It is a strain on us. Some of us has been locked down since April. Come in and out, move when we can. But some of us ain't out here in these places open, at these gatherings. Right? Like I said, right downtown in Nashville. Bars all open. We all out there talking. Come on, people. Trying to help save somebody. We're at 240-some thousand people dead. Where are the next deaths coming from? There's another strain coming. Again, when some of these major cities start having these morgue trucks start coming in, oh man, this real. It's too late then, folks. It's too late then. Come on, folks, we can do better than this. We got to get away from up under this Trumpism. I know you some folks. I know some of you have these folks on your timeline. This is what this video is for. Pass this around, folks, because they probably don't know what's going on. This is not a Republican thing, a Democratic thing. Because some of these Republicans don't have your interest in mind, but I don't know why would you leave folks up in Kentucky? I don't know what they doing up there. I know one thing, they on that blue pill. They stuck on stupid. Because you got one man holding up progress for a whole nation. So now you got to get these folks down in Georgia. Hopefully they be able to pick up some Democratic seats so this man can get some things done. Oh, it's a lot on the table. It's police brutality, income equality. Oh man, it's a lot on there. Folks need help out here financially. We need this, folks. We got to stay up out here. We got to stand strong. Don't let stupidity be your downfall. Like I said, anybody come up with a case and they go to the hospital and they say, I got it over at this part. Hey, have a seat in that chair over there. And it leads to a big old furnace where it locks you down and it burns you up because ain't anybody going to take time with you. Everybody, you already know. We're in the middle of a pandemic. So why you out here partying? Well, I caught it over here. I caught it over there. I had it over here. Well, hey, we ain't going to let nobody get exposed to you. So-called president did not even do the Defense Act. So everybody can have the right PPE. Here folks going in with plastic bags and trash bags on. But he's a good president. We vote for him, yeah. The foolish and the illiterate will die first. Stay about here, folks. Pass this video along, folks. There is something greater coming and we're not ready. Watch these social gatherings. Check out El Paso, Texas and see what's going on out there. Stay about here. We can do all things through him that strengthen us. Till next time.